You know how every corner of the internet now treats any dip in mood like a depressive episode? The same way every lukewarm latte is suddenly literally the best thing ever? Scroll long enough and it feels as if we've replaced weather reports with emotional calamity alerts. But here's the truth grenade I'm hurling into your feed today. Most of the time, what you hashtag depressed is actually its quieter cousin. Plain, ordinary, completely reversible sadness. It's like confusing a light drizzle for a Category 5 hurricane and then wondering why your umbrella looks over-engineered. Hold on, because we're about to give your internal forecast a much-needed reality check. Drizzle versus downpour. Sadness and depression are not the same species. One is emotional weather. Dark clouds roll in, dark clouds roll out. The other is climate change. Slower, deeper, and it hands you a therapy bill when the warranty on your coping skills runs out. When we tag drizzle apocalypse, two bad things happen. First, we lock ourselves indoors longer than necessary. Second, people battling real clinical storms get drowned out by exaggerated rain tweets. So, before you break out emergency sandbags, you need a tool. A way to read the sky inside your skull. I call it mood barometry. Picture a pocket weather station for feelings. Barometric sadness gets triggered by a lousy exam grade, an awkward breakup, or that moment the barista butchers your name again. Depressive lows feel like tectonic plates shifting under your life. Nothing tastes like anything, even memes feel heavy. The barometer tells you whether to grab a raincoat, call a friend, or book a therapist. No guesswork, no drama, no 20-tweet threads diagnosing yourself with conditions that require six-figure medical degrees. Why the barometer works? Spoiler, it's brain chemistry. First, the moment you name a feeling, your prefrontal cortex dials down limbic panic. Neuroscience 101. Labeling literally lowers the emotional volume. Second, the barometer saves precious battery life. Instead of searching for life-changing solutions to a one-day funk, you treat the real problem. Third, timelines become actionable. Sadness usually lifts with short-term tweaks. Depression needs professional scaffolding. And fourth, this one's underrated, it helps you stop catastrophizing your identity. You quit telling yourself, I'm a depressed person, when the facts say, I'm a sad human having a Tuesday. Identity language sticks like duct tape on denim, so best to keep the label accurate. Let's road test the concept with real-world drizzle and downpour. Micro-story 1, coffee shop drizzle. You bomb a quiz, sulk over burnt espresso, and mutter, this is depression. Quick barometer check. Single bad grade plus caffeine disappointment? That's drizzle. Remedy. Cue a banger playlist, review notes for 30 minutes, and spend your student discount on a croissant the size of a small asteroid. Clouds part. Microstory 2, office cloudburst. Your team spends 6 weeks polishing a pitch. In the meeting, the boss slices it apart like bad sushi. You feel gutted. Rate the mood a 6 on the barometer. Back at your desk, you binge cat videos, shed a single frustrated tear, and doom scroll until midnight. Next morning, you wake up at 70% battery, make coffee, reread the feedback, and suddenly ideas start sparking. By lunch, you've drafted a tighter version and the barometer has slid to a 3. Passing shower, umbrella folded, lesson logged, life moves on. Microstory 3, weekend wave. It's Saturday night, your friends are out, you're home in sweatpants, staring at empty notifications. Loneliness slams you like a rogue wave. The barometer says low pressure front mixed with FOMO. Solution, call a cousin, join that online game lobby you've ignored, or brace yourself. Go outside for a 15-minute walk and spy on the moon. You're back to partly cloudy by bedtime. Microstory 4, genuine hurricane alert. You've been flatlined for weeks. Sleep feels like quicksand, food tastes like cardboard, and brushing your teeth requires NASA-level planning. Barometer stays stuck on storm warning no matter what playlist, pastry, or phone call you toss at it. That is clinical depression. Time to bring in professionals, therapists, doctors, maybe meds, not motivational quotes with sparkly backgrounds. The Mood Barometry Toolkit. 1. Read it. Pause the doom scroll. Ask, what sparked this dip? Separate the external trigger, failed exam, from the internal spiral, life is meaningless. Naming origin stories matters more than you think. 2. Rate it 1 to 10 scale. 1 equals mild drizzle, 10 equals biblical flood. Quantifying kills vagueness. If today scores a 3, Netflix plus a nap may do the trick. If you're marinating at 8 for 14 days straight, escalate. 3. Respond smart. 1 to 4. Basic self-care, music, daylight, workout, pastry, hydration, an embarrassing dance in your kitchen. 5 to 7. Vent to a friend, mentor, or coach. External voices reset perspective and remind you you're not a vacuum. 8 to 10. Licensed help. Therapy is not a plot twist, it's maintenance. Think of it as servicing your mental engine before parts start smoking. Stick this 3-step cheat sheet on your fridge. If you share a fridge, even better. Instant group therapy, courtesy of leftover pizza magnets. Pattern interrupts, Wandigars reframes. Humor lens. Picture sadness wearing a cheap cardboard depression costume. Eye holes crooked, duct tape showing. Hard to be fooled once you spot the disguise. Matrix glitch. Ask a friend. Drizzle or downpour? The question yanks both of you into meta-awareness, jolting the autopilot off. Physical pivot. Sprint 2 flights of stairs. If your mood lifts by floor 3, it was drizzle cosplaying as despair. Time capsule letter. Write yourself a note titled, "Read this in 48 hours." Briefly describe what feels heavy now. When you reopen, you'll often laugh at the weather forecast you once believed was permanent. Sensory reset. Splash cold water on your face, sniff citrus, or chew minty gum. These mini shocks reboot the nervous system, proving drizzle can evaporate in a single zingy breath. Authenticity check. You have to mean this. If you secretly cling to the narrative, "My life is tragic and will always be tragic," mood barometry won't rescue you. Curiosity plus honesty is the magic equation. 0 curiosity equals 0 change. Blunt but true. Family dinner side quest. Let's test the barometer during that notorious emotional minefield. Family dinner. Aunt Rita asks, "So, when are you getting a real job?" A flush of shame hits. Instead of letting it spiral into "I'll never succeed," you silently rate it a 5. You excuse yourself, grab a glass of water, chat with your younger cousin about Marvel theories, and boom, you're back at a 3 before dessert. Barometer 1. Unsolicited life advice 0. When to fire the flares? Your score hovers at 7 or higher for 2 full weeks. Everyday tasks feel like climbing Everest in flip-flops. Dark thoughts, why exist at all? Pop up uninvited. Those are flare gun moments. Call a licensed professional. No meme account. No manifest your vibe guru. No well-meaning friend can replace evidence-based care. And if you're scared to make that call, here's a thought experiment. Imagine a friend describing your exact symptoms. Would you encourage them to see a therapist? Then why is your brain the exception? Exactly, make the appointment. 24-hour weather rule. A mini hack. Give every bad mood a 24-hour probation period. Unless it's clearly an emergency, wait one day before deciding whether you're broken. Most drizzle burns off by morning. If it lingers, you escalate. Simple, fair, effective. Social media reality check. Before you post "still depressed" to your story, run the barometer. Ask, am I seeking empathy or identity? Empathy posts can be healthy. Identity posts can trap you. There's a difference between "I feel low today, any tips?" and "this is who I am now." One invites help, the other boxes you in. Choose wisely. Reclaiming the narrative. When you practice reading emotional weather, sadness becomes data, not destiny. You grab an umbrella instead of building an ark. You start to notice drizzles sooner, gear up faster, and stroll through storms lighter. The more you do it, the more you realize most downpours were really light showers disguised by dramatic lighting. And here's the wild part. You may begin to appreciate sadness for what it actually is, a natural signal, a message saying, "Hey, something mattered to you." That's not weakness, that's proof you're wired for meaning. Treat sadness like a notification, not a permanent software glitch. Closing CTA. So the next time clouds roll in, hey, pull out your mood barometer. Read it, rate it, respond smart. Then jump into the comments and share your number plus what worked. Because swapping forecasts helps the entire community pack the right rain gear. And if you've already tried the toolkit, circle back in a week and tell us, did the drizzle pass or did you need bigger boots? Otro tagline. Feel your weather, don't become it. See you in clearer skies.